This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A Grant County Sheriff's Office corrections deputy's daughter died from injuries suffered in a collision Wednesday evening in Ephrata.
Kids in Soap Lake got a chance to learn about electricity and hydropower Thursday through a team-up with the public library and the Grant PUD. Soap Lake finds itself in a similar position as many cities and towns across the country in trying to solve problems of old and crumbling infrastructure.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
A Grant County Sheriff's Office corrections deputy's daughter died from injuries suffered in a collision Wednesday evening in Ephrata. Audrey Grubb, an 8-year-old Ephrata girl, was a passenger in a Chevrolet pickup truck struck by a 1998 Dodge Durango at the intersection of Division Avenue East and D Street Northeast. She was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital, where she passed away. Audrey's father, Justin Grubb, a 33-year-old Ephrata man, and his girlfriend, 35-year-old East Wenatchee resident Elizabeth Mills, both suffered serious injuries. Grubb was taken to Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. Mills was flown by Life Flight to Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane and is in critical condition. Justin Grubb is a corrections deputy with the Sheriff's Office and was off duty at the time of the collision. Sheriff's Office administrators notified corrections staff on Thursday. The alleged driver of the Durango, Neil McLeod, a 36-year-old Ephrata man, is suspected of being involved in an attempted vehicle prowl on Nob Hill Drive Northeast prior to the collision. Police were responding when he reportedly drove off at a high rate of speed. The Sheriff's Office claims McLeod ran a stop sign at Division Avenue. The SUV rolled on its side and hit a pole, and the pickup truck continued through a front yard and struck the front of a home. McLeod was taken to Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake and later arrested for vehicular homicide, vehicular assault, and DUI. 2 passengers in the Durango, a 26-year-old Moses Lake woman and a 24-year-old Soap Lake woman, were taken to Grant County hospitals for non-life-threatening injuries. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
So, how are we doing today, guys? I mean, you all seem kind of quiet, and this presentation is supposed to be full of electricity and so much fun.
Kids in Soap Lake got a chance to learn about electricity and hydropower Thursday through a team-up with the public library and the Grant PUD. PUD Public Affairs student helper Lane Barth introduced kids to how the water cycle brings moisture to Grant County and how it powers the dams, which keeps the lights on. They also got to participate in interactive exhibits to see how electricity travels through wires, generators, and even the human body itself.
Well, what if I told you, by holding this bear with both of my hands, I can make it sing?
If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray!
Barth said the PUD puts on the free summer workshops as a way to keep kids interested in science and technology, even when they're out of school. In Soap Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News. Soap Lake finds itself in a similar position as many cities and towns across the country in trying to solve problems of old and crumbling infrastructure. After 6 decades of use, the city's water and sewer systems are in need of an overhaul, forcing the city council to come up with a replacement for its current pump system. The pumps draw water from the lake to the upper pressure zone, where it's stored in this tank that it's sent back down in order to maintain a consistent level of water pressure. 2 pumps are used for the residential system, while the other 2 are higher pressure systems reserved for the fire department and emergency use only. Within the past year, one of those 2 pumps has failed, and the automated panel which maintains the system has begun to malfunction by not regulating the remaining pumps properly. As a result, city engineers are having to constantly tinker with the system to ensure residents get water whenever they open a tap. Along with the pumps, a recent inspection of the tank has found that it's in need of maintenance and restoration to both its roof and interior shell. Councilmember John Glasgow has been leading the effort to solve the problems and said the logistics of fixing infrastructure has shifted since the Great Recession from the state and federal level to the city level.
Both the engineers and the city staff, and the council have been scratching their heads and doing the best we can and trying not to overspend, and yet trying to wind up with a robust and practical system that'll provide what we need. Everybody wants their water. It's pretty simple what they want.
On Wednesday night, Glasgow told the council he's been in talks with a local engineer who can do the repairs for under $40,000. Council members anticipate making a decision at their next meeting on August 3rd. In Soap Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.